On a quiet, starry night, Dippy snuggled into his favorite mossy pillow, excitement bubbling within him. Every night, his dreams took him to Lutopoa, a world where the ordinary became extraordinary. As his eyes fluttered closed, the cave around him shimmered and dissolved, replaced by the magical entrance to Lutopoa, a forest bathed in moonlight and alive with mystery. Dippy's heart raced as he stepped into the forest. The air was fragrant with the sweet scent of candy floss flowers, and the leaves of the trees sparkled as though dusted with stardust. A soft voice called out, "Welcome back, Dippy." Twinkle, a tiny fairy with wings that shimmered like the surface of a calm lake, hovered before him, her face lit up with excitement. Twinkle giggled. "The enchanted meadow awaits. Come, let's not waste a moment." As they journeyed deeper into the forest, Dippy marveled at the sights. Birds with feathers that gleamed like gemstones flitted overhead, and deer with luminous antlers pranced gracefully. When they reached the meadow, it took Dippy's breath away, a vast expanse of glowing, dancing flowers under a sky filled with swirling stars. "Dippy," Twinkle said with a wink, "Lutopoa holds wonders beyond your imagination. Tonight is only the beginning." The meadow was alive with vibrant energy. At its center stood a gazebo crafted from shimmering crystal and gold, radiating a warm, inviting glow. Dippy's heart swelled as he approached. Inside, a circle of animals awaited, Oliver the owl with piercing golden eyes, Nutty the squirrel, whose tiny paws fidgeted with a shiny acorn, and Luna the deer, her movements graceful and serene. "Dippy, we've been waiting for you," Oliver hooted. "Lutopoa has many stories to share, and tonight, they are yours to discover." As the group settled onto plush cushions in the gazebo, Oliver began spinning tales of Lutopoa's most magical places. Deep within the forest by the crystal caves, he began, his voice like the rustling of ancient parchment. "Their walls are adorned with gemstones that hum with the power of dreams. And then there's Stardust Lake, a shimmering body of water that grants wishes to those with pure hearts." Each story painted vivid images in Dippy's mind, filling him with a yearning to explore every inch of Lutopoa. The meadow hummed with magic as the animals chimed in with their own experiences. Dippy felt a deep sense of belonging. As the storytelling faded, Twinkle fluttered over, her eyes sparkling with mischief. "Would you like to visit the Candy Cloud Kingdom next?" Dippy's eyes widened with delight. "Yes, please." Twinkle waved her wand, summoning a pink, fluffy cloud that floated gently to Dippy's side. "Climb aboard," she chirped. As Dippy settled onto the cloud, it carried them high into the sky, weaving through clusters of glowing stars. The cool night breeze tickled Dippy's scales, and he couldn't resist nibbling a piece of the cloud. It tasted like the sweetest cotton candy he'd ever dreamed of. They arrived at the Candy Cloud Kingdom, a dazzling land suspended in the sky. Towers of marshmallow rose against a backdrop of swirling pastel hues, and streets paved with jelly beans led to chocolate fountains. Candy cane lampposts illuminated the kingdom with a soft glow. "Welcome, Dippy," boomed King Caramel, a jolly figure with a caramel crown and a robe of rich chocolate. "Join us for a feast." Dippy and Twinkle were led to a grand table overflowing with every treat imaginable, towering cakes, sparkling sugar sculptures, and bowls of colorful candies. Dippy sampled each one, his laughter mingling with the delighted chatter of the kingdom's residents. After the feast, King Caramel guided them to the royal candy garden, where sugar-made flowers bloomed and gummy fruit trees swayed in the breeze. Dippy frolicked among the sweets, his heart full of joy. The shimmering light of Lutopoa guided Dippy and Twinkle through the dense, magical forest. The path to the crystal caves was hidden, known only to those brave and curious enough to seek it. As they approached the cave's entrance, Dippy noticed that the air seemed to vibrate with an unspoken energy. The entrance itself was framed by twisting vines of silver and gold, with tiny crystals embedded in the rocks around it. "Inside lies one of Lutopoa's greatest treasures," Twinkle whispered, her voice filled with reverence. "But tread carefully, Dippy. The caves guard their secrets well." Dippy stepped inside, his breath catching as the walls of the cave came to life. Gemstones of every color glimmered faintly in the dim light, and each pulse of light seemed to match the gentle rhythm of his heartbeat. As they ventured deeper, the glowing stones began to hum softly, filling the air with a soothing melody. Twinkle explained, "Each crystal contains the dreams of a visitor to Lutopoa. Every hope, every wonder, every cherished memory, it all lives here, preserved for eternity." Drawn by an inexplicable pull, Dippy reached out to touch one of the larger crystals. The moment his claw grazed its surface, a rush of warmth enveloped him, and images filled his mind: a child's laughter, a painter at work, a starry night over a quiet lake. The dreams weren't just stored, they were alive. As they delved further, they discovered a chamber bathed in golden light. In its center stood a colossal crystal that seemed to pulse with the heartbeat of Lutopoa itself. Surrounding it were carvings etched into the walls, ancient symbols and depictions of creatures from every era and realm. Twinkle flew closer to the carvings, her wings sparkling. "This is the heart of Lutopoa," she said softly. "It shows the story of how this land was born from the collective dreams of dreamers like you, Dippy. And it thrives because of the belief in magic and wonder." Before they could explore further, the cave began to tremble. The pulsing light grew brighter, almost blinding. Twinkle grabbed Dippy's claw. "The cave is testing you, Dippy. Focus on your dreams, only pure intentions will calm its spirit." Dippy closed his eyes and thought of all the friends he'd made, the adventures he'd had, and his wish to share the joy of Lutopoa with others. Slowly, the trembling ceased, and the light softened into a warm, welcoming glow. "You've earned the cave's trust," Twinkle said with a proud smile. "And with it, you've strengthened Lutopoa's magic." After their journey through the caves, Twinkle and Dippy rested briefly before setting off for Stardust Lake. The lake lay nestled in a quiet valley, its surface glittering like a million diamonds under the soft glow of Lutopoa's twin moons. As they approached, the air grew cooler, and the sounds of gentle ripples reached Dippy's ears. The lake seemed alive, its surface shifting and swirling as though it were made of liquid stars. "This lake," Twinkle explained, "is where dreams are born and wishes come true. But only those with the truest of hearts can unlock its secrets." Dippy gazed at the lake, captivated by its beauty. As Twinkle encouraged him to step closer, he noticed faint whispers emanating from the water. They weren't random sounds, they were voices, soft and melodic, sharing stories of dreams fulfilled. "Touch the water, Dippy," Twinkle urged gently. "But only if you truly know what you wish for." Dippy hesitated. His mind was a whirlwind of thoughts, but one wish stood out above the rest: to bring the joy and magic of Lutopoa to anyone who needed it. Taking a deep breath, he dipped a claw into the lake's shimmering surface. The water erupted in a burst of radiant starlight, and an image appeared in the air above the lake. It was Lutopoa itself, vibrant and alive, but with countless other dreamers exploring its wonders alongside Dippy. Twinkle clapped her hands with joy. "Your wish has touched the heart of the lake." As the light faded, the whispers grew louder, thanking Dippy for his pure and selfless desire. The lake, in return, gifted him a small vial of stardust, its glow eternal and its power a reminder of the infinite possibilities within dreams. The journey back to the meadow was filled with quiet reflection. The vial of stardust hung around Dippy's neck, its glow a gentle reminder of the wonders he had seen. Twinkle, sensing his thoughts, broke the silence. "Dippy, Lutopoa exists because of dreamers like you. You've not only strengthened its magic but also become its guardian." When they reached the meadow, the gazebo sparkled in the soft light of dawn. Oliver, Nutty, and Luna greeted them warmly, eager to hear of Dippy's adventures. As he recounted his journey through the crystal caves and the magic of Stardust Lake, his friends listened in awe, their eyes wide with wonder. "Dippy," Oliver said thoughtfully, "Lutopoa has chosen you. But remember, its magic isn't confined to this realm. You carry it with you wherever you go." As the first rays of sunlight touched the horizon, Twinkle fluttered close. "It's time to return, Dippy." "But this isn't goodbye. It's just the beginning." Dippy hugged his friends tightly, his heart full of gratitude. As he stepped back, the meadow began to fade, replaced by the familiar comfort of his cozy cave. The morning sun warmed his scales, and the memories of Lutopoa lingered vividly in his mind. From that day forward, Dippy shared the lessons and magic of Lutopoa with everyone he met. Every night, he eagerly awaited the moment he could close his eyes and return to the magical land, knowing that new adventures and wonders awaited. And so, Dippy's story became a beacon of hope and imagination, reminding all who heard it that dreams hold the power to shape worlds, and that magic lives within us all.